All right. So continuing from where we left off yesterday, we did this question on dot product where we realized that taking the dot product is actually very easy, right? It's just multiplication of like terms, right? 2 into 1, 2, minus 3 into 3, minus 9, 2 into minus 4, minus 8. Club all the terms up, 2 minus 9 minus 8, and you get minus 15. Some pitfalls to avoid, which of course eventually you'll not make these mistakes, but just remember, please pay attention to the signs. Don't ignore the signs. One of you yesterday had given plus 9 and plus 8. Don't ignore the signs. Keep the signs the way they are. And another pitfall to avoid is don't insert I cap, J cap, and K cap. This is no longer a vector. The dot product is a scalar. I cap has disappeared. When you take this dot product, I dot I gives you 1. So that's it. I cap is done with. There's no longer any I, J, and K. A dot B is going to be a number. So it's this number plus this number plus this number, which will ultimately give you minus 15. Okay. Now, with that, seeing that dot product is so easy, we can try to see now some applications of dot product. Where is it used? Okay, where is it used? So So where is it used? So the idea is the main place where it's used is, one of the places where it's used is to check if two vectors are perpendicular. To check if two vectors are perpendicular, or to find something given that two vectors are perpendicular. Because basically, whenever I tell you two vectors are perpendicular, you can directly, immediately come to this equation that their dot product has to be 0. So if two vectors are perpendicular, please use the equation dot product is 0. If dot product is 0, please conclude that the vectors are perpendicular. It goes both ways. Vectors perpendicular है तो dot product 0 है, dot product 0 है तो vectors perpendicular है. Why? I think you remember going over that, है ना? We saw that cos 90 is 0, उसके कारण ही ऐसा होता है. Okay. Now, how can a question be asked? So sometimes just maybe directly a question can be asked कि vectors perpendicular है या नहीं, निकाल के बताओ perpendicular है या नहीं. तो कभी वैसा डायरेक्ट सवाल आ सकता है. तो perpendicular है या नहीं, डॉट प्रोडक्ट लेके देखो कौन सा perpendicular है कौन सा नहीं है. डायरेक्टली कभी वैसे वैसे सवाल आता है. नहीं तो कभी सवाल ऐसा टाइप का आ सकता है. So I've given an example. I'm telling you कि a bar is 2 I cap minus 3 J cap plus K cap. I'm telling you B bar is I cap plus 5 J cap minus lambda K cap. Okay. So B bar का जो K cap component है, that's unknown. So lambda K cap है. Given that A is perpendicular to B, please find lambda. Given A is perpendicular to B, find lambda. To see how you would do this question. Very nice. Mind the sign, huh? Just mind the sign. So I think Varad, Ishan, Bhavya, Kia, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Smriti Rupa, Advika, your answers are correct. Alaiva. Others are close, but not correct. Vedika, just give me a second, I'll just be back. Yeah, Sanika, Varun, cool. The answer is minus 13, not plus 13, minus 13. Mohammed, good. कैसे? Simple. What is the basic concept? तो डॉट प्रोडक्ट 0 होना चाहिए. परपेंडिकुलर है मतलब डॉट प्रोडक्ट 0 होना चाहिए. वेरी सिंपल. डॉट प्रोडक्ट कैसे निकालना है? 2 into 1 2, minus 3 into 5 minus 15, 1 into minus lambda minus lambda. So what equation I'm getting? I'm getting 0 is 2 minus 15 minus lambda. Matlab 0 is minus 13 minus lambda. Take lambda onto that side. Lambda is equal to minus 13. Lambda is equal to minus 13. Okay. Just be a little careful. I think all those who answer 13 made a slight silly mistake. Just be careful. Lambda is minus 13. But isn't the idea simple? कभी भी ऐसा सवाल आया, very simple approach. Perpendicular है, मतलब dot product 0 होना चाहिए. हाँ, some of you tried solving orally तो थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया. It's okay, fine. How was lambda minus 13? So let me know what part you didn't get. Are you sure that dot product should indeed be 0? वो part clear है? And if that's clear, then do you agree that dot product is 2 minus 15 and minus lambda addition? So dot product is 2 minus 15 minus lambda. You agree with that? Okay. But then we will solve that equation. So how will we solve that equation? 2 minus 15 is minus 13. Minus 13 minus lambda is 0. Bring lambda over to the left hand side. So when you bring minus lambda to the other side, it becomes plus lambda. Plus lambda is minus 13. Okay. So minus 13 minus 13 will be 0. Minus 13 minus 13 will be 0. Lambda is minus 13. Okay. कोई लिख रहा है तो बोल दो wait. If you're still writing, please say wait. You need time to copy this slide. We won't finish vectors today. We'll finish dot product today. Okay. I mean, there's a way to go through these things really quick as well, but I think it's good to just, see everything in a very comprehensive way. All right. So the second one is to find the angle between vectors given in coordinate form. Coordinate form क्या है? ऐसा I cap, J cap, K cap वाला form है ना? तो finding the angle between vectors given in this form, I hope you can see कि ये देखते ही समझ में नहीं आता angle क्या है ना? Can you see the challenge? You can't just look at that. You can't look at those two vectors and somehow understand what is the angle between them. So we need some technique. Now dot product gives us a very beautiful technique. We know that the dot product is A into B cos theta. Okay, so dot product is A into B cos theta. Now just think about this. If I have two vectors in coordinate form, look at the terms in this equation. Is it easy to find the dot product? I think it is very easy to find the dot product. Is it easy to find the magnitude of a vector? Easy hai, Pythagoras theorem se magnitude aata hai. Is it easy to find the magnitude of this vector? Again, same cheese, Pythagoras theorem se aata hai. So when you look at this formula, it's easy to find these three terms given vectors in coordinate form. Almost orally भी कर सकते हो, ये तीन आराम से निकाल सकते हो. अगर ये तीन निकालना आता है तो फिर ये तीन को यूज करके हम ये निकाल सकते हैं, है ना? And that is what we want to find. We want to somehow find the angle. So how do we find the angle? The angle is dot product of A and B divided by the product of the magnitudes of A and B. Okay, so cos theta is A dot B, A bar dot B bar upon mod A bar into mod B bar. Okay, that is cos theta. If cos theta is that, what is theta? Theta is cos inverse a bar dot b bar upon mod a bar mod b bar. And you just now have to, it's very easy to derive this. Even if you forget, you can easily derive. एक दो line में आ जाता है. The point is now this can easily be done. Dot product निकालना आसान है, magnitudes निकालना आसान है. Just plug in those magnitudes. Remember, the magnitudes will always be positive. ये dot product positive या negative हो सकता है. Plug in those values and you'll get your answer. So just copy this. Let me just check one thing. एक मिनट. Yeah, I minus 2j plus k, 3i minus j minus k. ओके, तो ऊपर मैंने दो वेक्टर जो लिखा है ना, ये कॉपी कर लो. और यहाँ पे ये जो दो वेक्टर है ऊपर, इनके बीच में एंगल निकाल दो. ट्राई डूइंग दिस. इनके बीच में एंगल कितना होगा विद दिस फॉर्मूला? कैन यू ट्राई दैट? Question is find the angle between those two vectors. Find the angle. ठीक है, hear it out. Find the angle between these two vectors. जो ऊपर हाईलाइट किया है उनके बीच में एंगल निकाल दो. Give me a minute to cross check the answer. Yeah. Cos inverse मत लिखना मत बोलो, बट सही है. फिर स्मृति रूपा, गिरीश, ईशान, 90 degrees is wrong. वेदिका सही है. अवनी, sorry, Anvesha, I think you're on the right track. Maybe you just missed one term, but I think टाइप करना एक टर्म भूल गया, बट सही है. स्मृति रूपा सही है. 90 is wrong है ना. ये डॉट प्रोडक्ट जीरो तो नहीं आ रहा है ना. थोड़ा ध्यान से देखो. I can understand what you've done. -2 and -1 का product is +2. I think you've taken that as -2. Couple of you are getting 90 degrees. Cross check the dot product. -2 into -1 तुमने +2 लिया है. -2 लिया है. -2 into -1 is +2. Okay. किया सही है. किया उसका cos inverse होगा. स्मृति रूपा सही है. बता दूं सॉल्व करके, or do you need more time? I think if you know what to do, अब तक आंसर आया होगा ना. Okay, I'll wait. चलो कर लो. Take 1 more minute. Saloni, that's right. उससे देखो ना, फिर उससे आंसर निकाल दो. Your answer will be cos inverse something upon something. Okay, you can leave your answer like that, cos inverse something upon something. You don't have to figure out the answer in degrees. Even if you ask Einstein, he won't know what angle that is in degrees. Yeah, Advika सही है, Alaiva सही है. Dot product ले लो. Those who haven't gotten it, dot product ले लो, आता है ना. और इसका मैग्नीट्यूड ले लो. मैग्नीट्यूड इज पाइथागोरस थ्योरम. रूट x² + y² + z² वैसा. Yes. Who's that? मोहम्मद सही है। नहीं, मोहम्मद थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया। वरुण सही है। कॉसिन वाज लिखना है। देखें। Yes, yes, Girish, we'll do that. We'll do that. So find the angle between, just remind me, okay, after this dot product thing, we'll do that. So find the angle between A is equal to I cap minus 2 J cap plus K cap. B is 3 I cap minus J cap minus K cap. तो इसमें these are the same vectors, don't worry about it. इसमें क्या है? पहले तो डॉट प्रोडक्ट निकाल के रख दो। डॉट प्रोडक्ट है 3 into 1 to 3 minus 1 into minus 2 plus 2 minus 1 into plus 1 minus 1. So I have 3 plus 2 minus 1. मतलब my dot product is 4. Okay, dot product is 4. Magnitude, भूल गए क्या? मैग्नीट्यूड कैसे निकालना है? पाइथागोरस थ्योरम। 1 कोएफिशिएंट्स देख लो, 1 minus 2 1, उस पे पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगाओ। रूट 1 स्क्वायर plus minus 2 का square plus 1 square. Minus 2 का square is 2 square also, so you can even ignore the signs. Root 1 square plus 2 square plus 1 square, मतलब root 1 plus 4 plus 1. Root 6 is the magnitude of A. What about the magnitude of B? Root 3 square plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 square, मतलब basically root 3 square 9 plus 1 plus 1. Root 9 plus 1 plus 1. Ignore the signs, ठीक है? ये बस you can ignore the signs while applying Pythagoras theorem. So root 3 square plus 1 square plus 1 square gives you root 11. The B का magnitude is root 11. So you have everything you need. बस अब formula लगा लो। क्या है? Theta is what? Cos inverse dot product, यानी कि 4 upon A into B. मतलब magnitude of A, magnitude of B का product. तो root 6, root 11. Cos inverse 4 by root 6 into root 11. Yeah, as some of you have written 4 by root 66. Yeah, 2 root 2 by root 33. ठीक है, एक ही बात है. This is the idea. Cos inverse 4 by root 66. That's your angle. समझा? All those who didn't get it, did you get it now? Have you understood now? है ना? कैसा सिर्फ फॉर्मूला बेस्ड है. डॉट प्रोडक्ट लेना है, मैग्नीट्यूड्स लेना है. Cool. Copy कर लो. Let me know when you're done. Done. See, there are a few more applications. So you can try getting the next one. Now, if I do another example, it'll be the same thing. You know, it's ultimately what did this test? Apart from using the formula like a robot, this just tested whether you can find dot product and whether you can find magnitude. उसका test आगे के application में भी आएगा. ठीक है? So we'll not do an exact similar application because test तो वही हो रहा है ना, dot product and magnitude. तो वो वापस test करेंगे whether you can find dot product and magnitude in the next application. ठीक है? There are a bunch of applications. We'll go through them, but at the end, it's just about substituting in the formula. So ये वाला एक नया application में try करो, same idea. ठीक है? तो ये थोड़ा एक interesting फंडा है. ठीक है? इसको अब अच्छे से समझो. इसमें क्या है? This is saying find the component. Dot product helps us find the component of a vector along another vector. Okay, तो ये ध्यान से सुनो. It helps us find the component of A bar along B bar. So I want you to first focus on this. This is A bar. This is B bar. Okay. A bar, B bar. So I have two vectors. Yes, Girish, yes. ये कंपोनेंट का दूसरा वर्ड है प्रोजेक्शन. ठीक है. नाउ ए बार है, बी बार है. अब क्या है कि ए का अगर तुम कंपोनेंट लोगे बी बार की डायरेक्शन में, या ए बार का प्रोजेक्शन लोगे बी बार के डायरेक्शन में, we have seen how to do it. We know a bar is made up of two vectors, a vector towards the right and a vector upwards. Means a vector along b bar and a vector perpendicular to b bar. Okay. Now we are concerned with the component along b bar. So the component along b bar is this vector. I have labeled this in light blue. Can you see? The component vector is this light blue vector, which is going from this point to this point. How have I drawn the component? A के सिर से एक perpendicular गिराया, और फिर ये जो part रह गया वो part है component of A bar along B bar. So the component is actually the vector. What is its magnitude? You guys know this. How do you find its magnitude? A है, थीटा दिख रहा है, ये कंपोनेंट का मैग्नीट्यूड कितना होगा? सो रिमेंबर, थीटा के बगल में वाला कंपोनेंट का मैग्नीट्यूड होता है A cos थीटा, हाइपोटेन्यूज cos थीटा. याद आ रहा है? Opposite theta is sin theta, adjacent to theta is cos theta. So this component is A cos theta along B bar. This component is A cos theta along B bar. Now, two things. If somebody asks me the magnitude of the component, component तो एक vector है, component is a vector, but if someone asks me the magnitude of that vector, my answer will be A cos theta. If someone asks me the magnitude of the vector, the answer will be A cos theta. If somebody asks me the full vector itself, then I'll have to give the magnitude, and I'll have to, है ना, जैसे हम, if I have a vector of magnitude A cos theta along the x-axis, what do we call that vector? We say it's A cos theta I cap. If the same vectors along the y-axis, you say A cos theta j cap. So what are we doing? We are multiplying the magnitude with a unit vector in the right direction, with a unit vector in the desired direction. तो यहाँ पे भी मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? पूरा वेक्टर के लिए I'll have to multiply A cos theta with a unit vector in the desired direction. Now what is my desired direction? वापस समझा देता हूँ. If I tell you a vector has magnitude 5 Newton, okay, once more, if I tell you vector has magnitude 5 Newton, but I tell you the vector is along the x-axis, wouldn't you say that vector is magnitude into I cap? 5 Newton का vector along the x-axis, we say 5 Newton into I cap. So how do we get the vector? We multiply the magnitude with a unit vector along the desired direction. We multiply the vector with a unit vector along that direction. तो यहाँ पे मुझे क्या चाहिए? मुझे कंपोनेंट के लिए A cos theta को इस डायरेक्शन के along एक यूनिट वेक्टर से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. So the component is actually A cos theta into this unit vector. What name can I give that unit vector? Okay. Now before you say I cap, it's just a coincidence कि I drew B bar horizontally. B bar could have been in any other direction. ये just convenience के लिए मैंने ऐसा right की तरफ draw किया. B bar का कोई भी direction हो सकता है. So the unit vector I want A cos theta to have is actually the vector along B bar. A cos theta is along B bar, is the component in the direction of B bar. A cos theta is along B bar. So I want to multiply it with a unit vector along B bar. What is a unit vector along B bar? B cap. The unit vector along B bar is B cap. Okay. Now, B cap निकालते कैसे है? How do we figure out B cap? So you know how to find unit vectors. We have done this earlier. right? B cap is 1 towards the right. B cap itself is vector B upon magnitude of B. तो B cap निकालना कैसे है? B वेक्टर को मैग्नीट्यूड से डिवाइड करना है। तो यहां से हमें B cap निकालना आता है। ओके, A cos थीटा कैसे निकालना है अब अगले पेज पे देखेंगे। But this is copy this and then I'll take you to the next page. But any doubt on this page? नेक्स्ट पेज से तुम्हें पूरा आइडिया मिल जाएगा। गिरीश एक टर्म मिसिंग है उसमें, एक टर्म मिसिंग है। You just see you're close, one term is missing. Try to see what term is missing. Yeah, one of you एक क्लास टाइम why are we multiplying a, तो a cos theta तो सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड हो गया। ऐसा मान लो a cos theta 5 न्यूटन है। My component is not just 5 Newton, it's 5 Newton in that direction. So to write that component, I need to multiply 5 Newton with the unit vector along that direction. अगर x के along होता तो I cap, y के along होता तो j cap लिखते थे, वैसे ही b के along है तो b cap लिखेंगे। अब क्लियर है? Why my component is a cos theta into b cap, whereas the magnitude is only a cos theta. Ishan is again close, थोड़ा problem है, huh? If you're saying if you substitute b cap, you'll get a cos theta b bar. That's not a bar dot b bar. So yeah, yes, Girish. So I'll just show you the next page. Are you guys done with the page? Girish, I hope this is what you were trying to say. So what is the idea अभी? तो मैग्नीट्यूड, अब इसमें दो सवाल आता है, ठीक है? तो दोनों सवाल मैं समझा रहा हूँ। एक ऐसा सवाल आता है where they say they don't say component of A along B, they ask you to find the magnitude of the component of A bar along B bar. मतलब कंपोनेंट का मैग्नीट्यूड, कंपोनेंट तो वेक्टर था, उसका मैग्नीट्यूड which we know is A cos theta. कंपोनेंट का मैग्नीट्यूड is A cos theta without the direction. ये अगर पूछा है तो तुम आंसर कैसे दोगे? अब इसमें मतलब चैलेंज क्या है, इसमें थीटा नहीं दिया रहेगा। यू आर गोइंग टू बी गिवन वेक्टर्स इन i डॉट j डॉट इन i j and k. तो लाइक बिफोर व्हाट वी विल डू इज, सिंस आई डोंट नो थीटा, थोड़ा एक ट्रिक करेंगे, ऊपर नीचे b मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे। we'll write a cos theta as a b cos theta by b. Is there anything wrong in that? No problem, I can always multiply divide by the same number. The minute I do this, a b cos theta, bear in mind without the bar, these are magnitudes of a and b. ठीक है? Again let me come, where did you lose me? ये तो याद है, ये पिछले पेज में बोला कंपोनेंट का मैग्नीट्यूड इज a cos theta, यहाँ तक क्लियर है? हाँ, उसके आगे मैंने ऊपर नीचे b से मल्टीप्लाई किया, कुछ गलत किया क्या? अलाउड है ना ऊपर नीचे सेम नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करना? फर्क पड़ता है कैसे मल्टीप्लाई करने में? फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, तो अलाउड है। हम ऊपर नीचे b से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे। क्यों मल्टीप्लाई किया? ये मल्टीप्लाई करके क्या मिला? क्या तुम्हें दिख रहा है कि अब मैं न्यूमरेटर को a डॉट b, a बार डॉट b बार लिख सकता हूं? आई एम गेटिंग a b cos theta in the numerator, which is a bar dot b bar. And I'm getting b in the denominator, which is basically magnitude of b. तो थोड़ा और स्ट्रेस करने के लिए मैंने ऐसा लिखा है mod b bar, magnitude of b bar. तो देखो क्या मिल रहा है, what is the component of a bar, what is the magnitude of component of a bar along b bar? A cos theta, but we didn't know theta. But we know this. We know this. We know how to find dot product. We know how to find magnitude of B. So this is how you get magnitude of component of A bar along B bar. Very simple derivation. क्या derivation है? We know that magnitude should be A cos theta. ऊपर नीचे B डाल दो. AB cos theta को dot product लिख लो. So it's dot product by B का magnitude. Okay. And 1 minute में I'll just see your doubts as well. But अगर ये एक बार निकाल दिया, ये क्या था? ये सिर्फ कंपोनेंट का मैग्नीट्यूड था. मुझे I have mentioned on the previous page कि अगर पूरा वेक्टर चाहिए, if I want the vector itself, I need to multiply the magnitude with the unit vector. So I need to multiply A cos theta with B cap for the entire vector. And is that difficult? Honestly, no. क्यों? A cos theta तो ऐसे निकालेंगे. Yes, yes. So one of you is saying कि can we substitute? Could we have substituted cos theta from whatever we did in the previous application? Absolutely, you'll get the same thing. वो same ही equation का rearrangement है. ठीक है, वहां से भी आ जाएगा. अब यहाँ पे A cos theta तो ऑलरेडी पता है, डॉट प्रोडक्ट अपॉन मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ B, और B कैप भी पता है. B cap is vector B upon magnitude of B. B cap is vector B upon magnitude of B. तो यहाँ पे ये क्या हो रहा है? This is dot product upon magnitude of B का square into B bar. This is component of A along B bar. This is component of A along B bar. Did you understand till here? Okay, B cap is this vector B by magnitude of B. Component of A cos theta is this. Okay, I'll explain one more time. देखो, वापस देखो. A cos theta, ये वाला टर्म को लिख सकते हैं AB cos theta by B. सिंपल है. और AB cos theta को लिख सकते हैं डॉट प्रोडक्ट by B. B मतलब B का मैग्नीट्यूड पाइथागोरस से. दोनों निकालना आसान होता है. ये डॉट प्रोडक्ट है, ये पाइथागोरस थ्योरम है. ठीक है. ये यहां से क्या निकल के आ जाएगा? A cos theta. This is the magnitude of my component. This is a number. This is going to be a number. A dot B एक number होता है, नीचे magnitude भी number होता है. So this is a number. This is not a vector. This is only the magnitude. If I want the entire vector, I'll have to multiply this thing with B cap. Now, what is B cap? How do you find B cap? You find B cap. I showed this on the previous page as well, and you know this कि यूनिट वेक्टर निकालने के लिए B को उसके मैग्नीट्यूड से डिवाइड करना है. तो देन A cos theta का ये फॉर्मूला, B cap का ये फॉर्मूला, दोनों को साथ में डालो तो you get a formula for the component. And if you want to understand these terms, look at these terms. This is dot product, very simple term. क्या देगा मुझे? ये एक नंबर देगा. ये नंबर है, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव हो सकता है. अच्छा, ये दो टर्म क्या है? इसको तो they are the same term, so you can write as magnitude of B का स्क्वायर. ये भी नंबर है. ये निकलता कैसे है? पाइथागोरस थ्योरम से, right? Like we just did in the previous question. Pythagoras theorem says this is just the number, root of something square plus something square plus something square. उसका भी square जब लोगे तो root भी हट जाएगा. Very simple term. This entire thing in itself is a number. You just have to multiply that number with vector B. So you've done before. Just multiply the number with vector B. Okay? तो एक एग्जाम्पल करोगे तो सब क्लियर हो जाएगा. बट अब क्लियर है यहाँ तक ना? कहां से आया, कैसा डिराइव किया, क्लियर है? ओके. वन लास्ट थिंग. मान लो तुमने है ना एग्जाम में सब दिमाग लगा के तुम यहाँ तक पहुंचे. ठीक है. You reach this point and you derive this formula for component of A along B, and you're about to put in the values and solve the question, when suddenly when you read the question again you find कि question ये था, ये नहीं था, ये था. B along A tha. So what will you do different? Will you sit and solve everything again? Or is there something smarter that you can do? तुमने A along B का component निकाला, उसका एक फॉर्मूला आ गया, अब सडनली तुम देख रहे हो यार A along B के जगह B along A पूछा है. Just very nice, just interchange A and B. That's it. Interchange A and B. Replace A with B and B with A. That's it. So if you want component of B along A के जगह B के जगह A, इधर नीचे B square के जगह A square, B bar के जगह A bar. Okay, so you just interchange the values and get the formula. So you don't need to separately remember this. But remember this technique. यहाँ तक पहुँचने का technique याद करो. It's actually quite simple. एक दो बार try deriving this on your own. You'll realize आज घर जाके try कर लो वापस खुद से derive करना. You'll see that it's easy. Okay. And as promised to you guys, I mean, इसका जब मैं example दूंगा, that example is just going to be a test of क्या तुम्हें dot product निकालना आता है, क्या तुम्हें magnitude निकालना आता है. उसी का test है. अगर वो आता है तो you should be able to do this. Okay. If somebody asks you, projection is just another word for component. So if anyone asks component or projection, technically you're supposed to find the entire vector. Technically, you're supposed to find the entire vector. Only when they say magnitude, you're expected to find the magnitude. अब कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि the people creating the questions, they are not very careful with their English, है ना? तो कभी कभी they interchange these two names. But you should not be confused because you will have options in front of you. If the options look like numbers, find this. If the options look like vectors, find this. Okay, so at the end, there'll be no confusion. I cap, J cap, K cap, दिख रहा है, find second one. Numbers दिख रहा है, find the first one. ठीक है? हो गया, लिखिए एक एग्जाम्पल करोगे? Okay. नहीं, options will never have both. नहीं, वो नहीं है. ठीक है? Nobody is going to test. Options won't have both vectors and numbers. Don't worry about that. But be clear, magnitude would mean a number. The component itself is technically a vector. उतना clarity बस रखो. Okay, technically speaking. Yeah, Girish, very nice, good. सही है. You've written the same formula with B cap, चलेगा. That's a condensed formula. And B cap, you know how to find it. You know कि B cap निकालने के लिए क्या करना है. सही है, ठीक है. तो एक question कर लो. यहाँ पे just quickly conceal. So as you can see, I've given two vectors to you. Okay, so there's 2I minus 3j plus k, and the other vector is I plus 2j minus 4k. Okay, so I need you to find two things. One is the magnitude of the component of A along B, and the other is the component of A bar along B bar. So one is the magnitude, the other is the component, but the entire vector. Again, I'm being kind to you. I've written the formula. Your question paper will not be that kind. So make sure today you practice how to derive this formula because you will not remember it. Nor do you need to. ये थोड़ा practice कर लो, derive हो जाएगा. Derive करोगे तो मन में अच्छे से रहेगा भी. So find these two. Some are already giving answer. Let me cross check. Yes. All answers so far are correct. No, except पहला आंसर में नीचे रूट रहेगा. Some of you have not answered with the root. पहले आंसर में नीचे रूट रहेगा. Yeah, this is magnitude of b. Yeah. -4 by √5 is wrong. Please cross. I don't know what you've done. Cross check both the dot product and the magnitude. बाकी सबका सही चल रहा है. All correct. Yes, all correct. All correct. Good, good. आ गया है, सीख गए. Anyone who's clueless. Magnitude, guys, minus sign missing है. Please don't make the minus. अच्छा, नहीं, please don't make the minus sign disappear. Keep the minus sign. वो minus sign का भी relevance है. Don't miss that minus sign. Because ये जब magnitude, ये जो जैसा फॉर्मूला है ना वैसा लिखो. ये जब magnitude क्या बोलते हैं, magnitude पॉजिटिव रहेगा, मतलब वेक्टर उस डायरेक्शन के बी बार के अलोंग रहेगा, अक्यूट एंगल बना रहा है, कंपोनेंट उस डायरेक्शन में है. और जब अगर मैग्नीट्यूड कभी नेगेटिव आ गया, दैट मींस वो वेक्टर एक्चुअली बी बार के ऑपोजिट है, हेंस कंपोनेंट ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में आ रहा है. तो प्लीज डोंट रिमूव दैट माइनस साइन, कीप दैट माइनस साइन. यस, ऑल आंसर्स अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, ऑल आंसर्स आर करेक्ट. ऑल आंसर्स आर करेक्ट. Not individually taking names. Every answer is correct. So, देखिए, anyone still solving? You want me to show the solution? It just came down to these two things. Dot product निकालना आता है, और अगर magnitude निकालना आता है, तो बस formula use करना है. उसके बाद the only test right now is of whether you know to find the dot product and whether you need to know to find the magnitude. अरे रे रे रे. तो कैसे निकालते हैं डॉट प्रोडक्ट? नॉट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. 2 - 6 - 4, 2 - 6 - 4 -8, ये हो गया डॉट प्रोडक्ट. 2 - 6 - 8, that's the dot product. And what is the magnitude? Magnitude of b bar निकाल लो. तो √1 square, अगला कोएफिशिएंट is 2, 2 square, अगला कोएफिशिएंट is 4, ignore the sign, 4 square. So √1 + 4 + 16, that is √21. Two simple things. Dot product is -8, magnitude is √21. Okay. Magnitude of the component is dot product by magnitude of b, -8 by √21. See the formula, -8 by √21. And the component of a bar, the actual vector itself, you have to multiply this with b cap. You have to multiply this with b cap. Do that, what you get? Yeah, sorry. When you do that, what you'll get is you'll get dot product by magnitude of b square into b bar. So dot product मतलब -8, magnitude of b का square मतलब √21 का square मतलब 21. This into b cap, b bar. And what is b bar? Just copy paste that vector, that's it. I cap plus 2j cap minus 4k cap. So either your answer will be written like this, either they will keep this number outside and as if it's been taken common from all these from I, j and k. Either they'll write it in this form, -8 21 I plus 2j minus 4k, or they'll individually multiply it with I, j and k, in which case your answer will look like this. Both are correct. अंत में तुम्हें ऑप्शन देखना है कैसे लिखा है. and you need to pick the right answer. But simple hai. It doesn't look that scary now. Yes. Shouldn't it be 64 in place of 8? Where should it be 64? Yes, Ishna will do that. But where should it be 64? Dot product is -8. Both formulas में dot product ही substitute करना है. No square and all. नहीं, dot product का square कहाँ लेने बोला है मैंने? Square तो सिर्फ इधर नीचे b बार के लिए है. इसके लिए square है. Because वो दो term में appear होता है. b cap के नीचे appear होता है और यहाँ पे a cos theta के लिए नीचे appear होता है. This is only इसका square. रूट हटाना है बस. -8 as it is. Clear? Dot product का square नहीं लेना. Yes, I'll give homework for practice. I just need to borrow a little bit more time. ठीक है? I'll just ये हो गया क्या ये page? Okay. All right. So work का एक example देना था. And then I will discuss that one question which was shared on the group. ठीक है? तो एक last application दिखा रहा हूँ work का. And then I'll discuss that question which was in the group. तो एक work का देखो application क्या है? So as such, please be aware कि dot product is used in many physical quantities. There are many physical quantities which relate to other quantities via a dot product relation. बहुत सारे हैं and you will learn them over the course of physics, over the course of these 2 years. Okay, but you will find कि यहाँ पे vectors के वक्त हम एक ऐसा एक example के लिए एक quantity तुम्हें एक relation बता देते हैं. Example के लिए. This is not the only place where dot product appears, but this is just for an example, and that's which is why you'll find questions in your booklet ask you on this relation between work, force, and displacement. So for the sake of answering those questions, I'm just going to give you this brief idea. This is again, this you will learn in more detail. There are more details to this, which you learn in a chapter called as work energy theorem. Filal, है ना? Right now we're just looking at a basic idea, which is just, again, the purpose of this is just to practice dot product. So इसमें क्या है? One place where dot product is used is when you try to find work done by a constant force during a displacement s bar. Force constant होना चाहिए, मतलब direction नहीं change होना चाहिए, magnitude नहीं change होना चाहिए. Find work done by a constant force during a displacement s bar. Okay, the formula for that is simple. Work is the dot product of force and displacement. That's how work is defined. You'll get more details into why work is defined like this when you do work per energy. But filal, work is defined in this manner. Is defined as the dot product of force and displacement. Okay, so अब इसको करने के लिए, let me just see what's on the next page. Okay, इसको करने के लिए एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. Maybe conceal this. तो देखो एग्जांपल में क्या दिया है? I am telling you a particle goes from, कहाँ से कहाँ जा रहा है ध्यान से देखो. It goes from 1, 3, 4 to 2, -1, 0. Particle goes from 1, 3, 4 to 2, -1, 0 under the influence of a force. तो मैंने तुम्हें फोर्स दे दिया. ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैंने डिस्प्लेसमेंट डायरेक्टली दिया नहीं. तुम इस इंफॉर्मेशन से डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर निकालो. ओके, find the displacement vector first. Let me know what you're getting as a displacement vector. वो निकाल के फोर्स है तैयार, डिस्प्लेसमेंट है तैयार, उनका डॉट प्रोडक्ट से वर्क बता दो. So the dot product part should not be challenging. But finding the displacement, can you imagine, use a little bit of imagination and tell me what the displacement is first? Varun, that's correct. Very nice. सही है यार, आगे कहना. Here just check the third term, K cap term. Girish, I think just check the J cap term. Bhavya sahi hai. Don't give me the magnitude of the displacement. I need displacement vector. Okay, just find the vector and keep. Don't find its magnitude. You need a vector, and वो vector आने के बाद find the work done by taking the dot product. सही है, सब लोग magnitude ठीक से निकाल रहे हैं. That's very nice. Like just to get somebody started, ऐसा सोचो कि अगर x equal to 1, x equal to 1 से x equal to 2 कोई जा रहा है, मतलब x के along कितना मूव कर रहा है. हाँ सही है. All those giving your displacement answers सही है. तो x के along 1 मूव कर रहा है. x के along 1 मूव कर रहा है मतलब positive 1 I cap is the displacement along the x axis. वैसा बाकी निकाल दो. I'll just confirm the answer for work. 11. Yes. वर्क का आंसर सही है. आरुषि, स्मृति रूपा, कैनाथ, वरुण. ओके, गिरीश, नाइस. समझा देता हूँ, ठीक है. फॉर दोस हु आर नॉट गेटिंग डिस्प्लेसमेंट, ऐसा देखो, यहां से यहां जाते वक्त कितना डिस्प्लेस हो रहा है. एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट कितने से चेंज हो रहा है. डिस्प्लेसमेंट पूछता है कितने से चेंज हुआ पोजीशन. तो बंदा 1 से 2 गया, मतलब कैन आई से एक्स एक्सिस के along 1 यूनिट मूव हुआ. कैन आई से दैट? यू एग्री? आई कैन से दैट एक्स एक्सिस के along 1 यूनिट मूव हुआ. 1 से 2 गया. हाँ, फिर वैसा देखो अगला वाला क्या होना चाहिए. Okay, those who have not solved, you please answer. Yeah, 7 joules work is correct. All those getting 7 joules correct. 3 से -1 सोचो क्या हो रहा है y के साथ. y कोऑर्डिनेट में कितना चेंज आ रहा है. 3 हो गया -1, मतलब चेंज आ रहा है. यस, -4 का. ओके, you can also, yes Girish, you can also get this by subtracting final minus initial. If you want change, subtract final minus initial. You want change along the y axis, subtract final y coordinate minus initial y coordinate. Isn't that what displacement is? It's final position minus initial position. So -1, -3, -4 का change आ रहा है. I hope you can step back and see that. 3 से -1 मतलब 4 से कम हुआ है. तो -4 का चेंज आया किसके along? J के along. Okay, it's quite simple. उससे अब ये देखो 4 से 0. What changes that? 4 से 0 होना. You can do 0 - 4 and say -4, or you can also think 4 से 0. 4 से कम हुआ है. 4 से कम होना मतलब कितने का चेंज? -4 का चेंज. किस डायरेक्शन के along? K cap के along. So do you agree that the change in the position of this guy is he has moved 1 along the x, -4 along the y, -4 along the z? Does everyone agree with that? 1 along x, -4 along y, -4 along z, which means his displacement should be 1 I cap. Okay, 1 I cap -4 j cap -4 k cap. You can either find it directly by observing the change. 1 से 2 एक बड़ा, 3 से -1 4 कम हुआ. You can either see directly, or you can apply this formula which says displacement is final position minus initial position. तो इसको एज अ वेक्टर लिखो, इसको एज अ वेक्टर लिखो, सब्ट्रैक्ट करो, क्या मिलता है जब सब्ट्रैक्ट करोगे? फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल, 2 minus 1 I cap, minus 1 minus 3 J cap, 0 minus 4 K cap. Are you able to follow? Is everyone on the same page? Has everyone understood displacement कहाँ से आया? उसके आगे easy है. Main essence was just making you get displacement. Has everyone understood displacement कहाँ से आया? Okay. अगर displacement आ गया, उसके आगे simple है. If you have displacement as a vector, if you have force as a vector, work done is their dot product. So what is the dot product? 3. Next is minus 2 into minus 4, which is plus 8. Okay, and the next last one is k cap का 1 है, तो 1 into minus 4, which is minus 4. So 3 plus 8 minus 4, work done is 7 joules. Okay, work done का definition ये है, work positive हो सकता है, negative भी हो सकता है. Okay, and नेगेटिव आंसर आया तो उसको पॉजिटिव मत करो, ये है फॉर्मूला, जो फॉर्मूला है वही फॉलो करो. Okay, so that was your 4th application. The 5th application, I just want to do one, just maybe just 5 more minutes. I just want to do one miscellaneous problem. So I'm going to ignore the one I have on the next page. I'm going to use the one which was uploaded in your group. One of you asked the question in the group now, so I'll try to answer that one. Okay, maybe I'll give you 51 as homework. You can try 51 at home. A little similar. Yeah, 51 तुम घर पे कर लो, but I will discuss, 50 point as 50.5. Okay, let's keep this as 51.5. I will discuss the question which was shared on the group. I think that's a nice one. Let's have a look at that. We'll see. कुछ interesting है, थोड़ा सोच, makes us think a bit. So I'm just going to see what that question is. Just a few more minutes I'll borrow. Again, sorry for eating into your holiday. कहाँ पे है यार? Med physics doubts. सवाल देख लो. सवाल ये है, I'll write it over here. The thing A1 is 3. All right. A2 is 5. A1 plus A2 is equal to 5. This is now the magnitude. So mod A1 bar plus A2 bar is equal to 5. Okay. इसमें क्या पूछा है? उन्होंने पूछा है 2A1 plus, sorry, एक मिनट. I think when I connect my tab to the charger, B is funny. They're asking us to find 2A1 plus 3A2, 2A1 bar plus 3A2 bar, dot 3A1 bar minus 2A2 bar. Sorry, I was looking at the question. Has anyone sent anything in the chat? 10 chats. Okay, you did it but required a calculator for it. ठीक है, हो सकता है इसमें कैलकुलेटर का जरूरत पड़े sometimes. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, your answer could be right. I still have to solve this. Very nice. All those who got the answer. अब देखो इसमें क्या है. पहले तो we'll start with this. Okay, what they're asking us to find. Let's see if we can make sense of that. So the first thing is, to make sense of that, we can say that this term is basically, I can open the brackets. Okay, I can open the brackets, and as I open the brackets, this becomes first 2 into 3, 6 A1 bar dot A1 bar, and we know what A1 bar dot A1 bar is, right? A1 bar dot A1 bar is going to be A1 ka magnitude ka square. We have done that, right? So A1 bar dot A1 bar is going to be A1 ka magnitude ka square. Okay, fair enough. The next term is this into this, which is minus 4 A1 dot A2. Okay. The next term is this into this, which is 9 A1 dot A2. You could say it's A2 dot A1, but please understand, है ना? Dot product is, चलो फिलहाल A2 dot A1 लिखता हूँ, but dot product is commutative, so you can change the order as well. You can write this as A1 dot A2. Both terms are the same. You can club them as well. The last one is this, which is minus 6 A2 bar dot A2 bar. Okay. Sorry. A2 bar dot A2 bar. Yeah, excuse me. Now, इसमें, to make more sense of this, A1 bar dot A1 bar, do I have information about this? I absolutely do, because this is equal to A1 का magnitude, no bar over here, magnitude का square, मतलब 3 square, मतलब 9. तो ये done, no problem here. The next one is A2 bar dot A2 bar. Can I make sense of that? Absolutely. A2 bar dot A2 bar is A2 का magnitude का square, which is going to be 25. Okay, no problem here as well. This is also done. Now this term, okay, this term actually becomes A1 dot A2, ultimately A2 dot A1, A1 dot A2 एक ही चीज है. A1 dot A2 को कैसे निकालें? How do we figure that? That's the puzzle. Because theta मुझे दिया नहीं है. So a lot of you said कि अच्छा A1 A2 तो आता पता है क्या है, but how do I get theta? So you need to somehow use this. Now step back. This is actually a combination of two questions. We have done a question like this before, where I have told you कि vector का resultant का magnitude कुछ है, vectors की individual magnitudes कुछ है, and I've asked you theta. And remember how we have reasoned. मुझे इतना information दिया है, मुझे theta चाहिए, then I'll need to think, yes, which relation involves these terms, and the answer is that resultant formula. पैलोग्राम से बनाओगे वो रिजल्टेंट जो फॉर्मूला है, that is the one which involves theta. Okay, so I need theta somehow. So let's step out of this and let's try that. Let's see उससे कुछ मिलता है क्या. So I know कि mod A1 bar plus A2 bar is, एक मिनट guys, I myself don't know the answer, मतलब इससे जब solve होके देखेंगे क्या आएगा, is root A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos theta. In fact, this entire term, by the way, is actually A1 dot A2. You notice that this entire term is actually A1 dot A2. Can actually get A1 dot A2 out of this. A1 bar plus A2 bar is 5. A1 square is, we have gone over this, A1 square is 9. A2 square is 25 plus 2. What can we write A1 A2 cos theta as? A1 bar dot A2 bar. All right, so it's actually you might have not realized this then, but you can see it now. Your resultant formula actually has the dot product as a term in it. So if you are given these quantities, please remember यहाँ से तुम dot product वाला result निकाल सकते हो. This formula actually has dot product in it. Even the difference formula has dot minus 2 A1 A2 cos theta. वहाँ पे भी actually that's minus 2 A1 dot A2. You have dot product hidden over there. So you can use that result. इसको दोनों side square कर लो. Okay, to square both sides, so it becomes 25 is 9 plus 25 plus whatever dot product. इससे क्या वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगा डॉट प्रोडक्ट का? okay? इससे वैल्यू आएगा डॉट प्रोडक्ट का as 25 काट दो, you have seems like minus 9 by 2, minus 9 by 2. So our dot product is actually minus 9 by 2. So now we have everything. A1 dot A2 is minus 9 by 2. And just a reminder that A2 dot A1 is also the same. Okay, that's also the same. So you now have everything to substitute into that equation. Okay, so what is our final answer going to be? So therefore our answer, I don't want to write the entire term again. So answer is going to be 6 into 9 plus 9 minus 4 common ले सकता हूँ, because they are actually the same term. 9 minus 4 common ले रहा हूँ into A1 dot A2, which is minus 9 by 2. Okay, and then I have minus 6 into A2 dot A2, which we know is 25. Okay, so actually you don't need a calculator for this. Proper values है. So you have 54 plus ये क्या चल रहा है? 5 into 4.5, 22.5. Okay, and you have minus 6 into 25, minus 150. Very nice, guys. All this got this. ये क्या आ रहा है? Minus 96 minus एक मिनट, is the sign correct? ये minus sign था क्या? ये minus sign था. I'm so sorry. हाँ, minus sign. So minus 118.5. Good job, yeah. All those who did this, very nice. So मतलब you saw this, you realized कि इसके अंदर dot product है. Good job, very nice. All those who got minus 118.5, you can give yourselves a clap. But have the others also understood this? Okay. With this, we'll end the class over here. I'll upload this page as well. 51 जो sum hai, you can attempt it at home, and maybe if you want, I can discuss in the next class. Next class, we'll do cross product. If you do not have a doubt session next week, we'll maybe take a doubt session to discuss the doubts which I mean, to discuss the homework which I'll be giving. So now I can give you some homework. We're more or less done with dot product. We're done with dot product. Okay. Cross product baki hai. So we're not done with vectors. We still have cross product, which is quite interesting. Slightly more challenging than dot product. Okay. That's something to look forward to. But uske baad, after we're done with vectors, we'll do kinematics. Yes, Girish, yes. Just message me first. Cool. All clear. No doubts. Those who want to leave can leave. One of you had some doubt, which so I think I can recall. Somebody said I want to ask something. है तो पूछो. This will get uploaded. Victor's doubts में चला गया. Sorry, wrong page. Yes, Ishna, what is your doubt?